Boom! Salutations. I hope this finds you well. Something I wanted to kind of go down the rabbit hole a little bit. And I want to do something I normally don't do, which is give a disclaimer on this one, alright? First of all, I do not know the individuals involved. I do not know Rob Patterson, Gimlin, none of them, alright? So don't throw the arrows at me and rocks at me, alright? But nonetheless, when Spirit brings things to my attention, it's done in threes. And this is something that came up for me in threes. The last time would have been when I kept getting guided to this woman, Bobby Short's information and her encounters. And then this came up. And I'd heard it again, even previous to that a couple of times, but it come up in a threesome, real quick, a cluster. And somebody else that talked about this was M.K. Davis. He did several videos about this, and I do believe he got attacked pretty good. And this is something called the Bluff Creek Massacre. And what this basically involves is how did Roger Patterson and Gimlin get that footage actually. And was something going on that had that Sasquatch allow itself to be seen like that, Patty. And what the story goes with this is that they were having extreme problems with the Sasquatch, the loggers were, and this is what was going down in that area anyway, that they were having problems with the Sasquatch there, and that the loggers had actually called in these Canadian hunters to come in that already knew how to deal with Sasquatch, and that they came in and were killing multiple of them. And that at the point that where Patty was seen walking, she was actually either trying to decoy them away, and it had something to do with one of the babies that was being threatened, and one of her children was being threatened, and that there was a slaughter going on. M.K. Davis has done several videos on this, and one of them would be this red pool that's down on the side of where she is, and he's saying that that's blood. And also there's a film about these hunting dogs that were from these Canadian mountain people that came to hunt the Sasquatch, and you see videos of this dog around this pool of blood. So there's things like that have come up, and a lot of people saying that they know that it's not that Patterson and Gimlin that actually were hunting the Sasquatch, but that these loggers called these Canadian hunting people in, and that they did it, and that's how Roger and them were able to get that video of that Sasquatch like that. So that brings up, that brings up a whole other thing, is that real? Is that bashing on others? Is it, what part is that real or not? Personally, the one problem I kind of have is that I don't believe it's that easy to kill them. Okay? I believe they're manifested beings. I've talked about that in other videos and other things that makes it not easy to kill them without, I think, intense artillery or things like that. Have the military killed some? Possibly. That's what we hear, but there's no evidence of anything so far. I think they're not quite that easy to kill. So, that would be one part. Another part would be, I know that I've spoken to Jessica Jones about this, and I think she remote viewed it or knows somebody that had, and they were seeing that something like that did happen. So that's pretty interesting, and there's a wise old saying, where there's smoke, there's fire, alright? I think that's touching on that real good. And the amount of things that we know that I've done another video about military and Sasquatch, that is military actually would seem to be taking aggression against them, and a lot of those stories out there. So it's true that they may be, if they're just those that are more animal-like, I'm sure they can be shot and killed. But you've got the others that have this more paranormal aspect to them that may not be as easy. And was Patty one of those types? I don't know. But anyway, she type 1. But anyway, just thinking about that now. So on the comment section, please just comment, what do you think? Did this happen? Did it not? Don't throw rocks at me. I don't know. I was not there. I don't know these people, alright? So I'm not trying to defame anyone or talk bad. But we know good and well that all the glitters is not gold. And it is odd that they got that video of her walking away like that. And it's probably the best, most conclusive video we've ever seen, still to date. There's others that are good, like I think, Paul Freeman, that video is good. I think that's real. There's a couple others, but that one of the Patterson Gimlin, I mean, that kind of broke the whole ice for the whole topic of Sasquatch. So please, let me know, what do you think? Were they being hunted? Was there some murder going on? Was this a dark thing? Or was it just as what we've been told on the other hand? They just happened to catch that Sasquatch by coincidence. So, you know, it's food for thought if nothing else. I would advise people to please look up MK Davis's channel and look up all the videos he done over the Bluff Creek Patty Sasquatch. There are tons of them. A lot of this, he addresses this. And like I said, I don't know. There are people much more in the Bigfoot world than me, much deeper in the rabbit hole than me. So you tell me, is it true? Is it false? Is it just crap? Is it character slandering? Is it reality? What is it? Food for thought. Thank you to all the people on Patreon. They're the reason these videos are being done. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell also, and the notifications. So if you get notified if I put something out, put a like on it so maybe I can beat this shadow ban. Share this video, all right? And thanks to all.